Top of it, top of it, top of it. It's your boy Coach One Stack, and we back, y'all. And man, this is a new one, man. Hey, I haven't even heard Lil Flip do no talking in a long time. But in this video, man, Lil Flip reveals how Diddy, DaBaby, people like Usher, Justin Bieber, how they sold their souls to the industry for success. Now, as you already know about the Diddy saga, the Usher saga. I ain't got to tell you about that. But Lil Flip up out of Houston, hey man. I was on it when he was doing raps calling himself the Leprechaun, when he was doing freestyles, the Freestyle King, Screwed Up Click. Shout out to H-Town, Fifth Ward, Screwed Up Click, man. Hey, all that chopped and screwed, man, y'all brought that lean into that lean culture into America, you dig, and they don't give you credit for it. But man, Lil Flip, hey, you'll notice that a lot of these rappers, they'll really be on. Even entertainers, like Columbus Short, they'll really be on. Then all of a sudden, everybody goes ghost. You don't see them no more. You don't hear from them no more. You don't see them in movies no more. Matter of fact, you catch these actors in Tubi movies. They in everything on Netflix, all the free shows. No more major streaming. No more major music. While on the other hand, you got people like NBA Youngboy who you can't even, guys, I can't even, no knock to him, I can't even understand a word of what he's saying. Kodak Black, same thing. You got certain people in the industry that with no talent that just blew up overnight. You dig? In the industry, like Kevin Hart, in the entertainment industry, got a lot of rappers and singers. You wonder how they blow up, because if you go watch Drink Champs, before I get into this video, you will see the episode with Kodak Black, where Kodak Black admits to selling his soul and he asked, matter of fact, I'm gonna do a video about it. He asked your boy Noriega, hey man, so how was it? He's like, how was what? Noriega said, Kodak Black said, well, how was it when you sold your soul? And Noriega went on to talk about them 3 rooms. If you don't know about them 3 rooms, stay to the end. I'm gonna break it down. But man, I got to get into this video, man. I don't want to leave y'all hanging. Let's go.
You made a comment about how you was one of the few rappers that never sold their soul. What made you say that?
Because I know majority of these rappers. Yeah, I know what be going on behind the scenes. I know who not really in control.
Yeah, it's like, man, who is the new street rapper that we could sign that's gonna impact the masses in their city, and we gonna blow them up, and they young, so they don't realize that they being used right now. You heard me? They don't realize it. We're gonna make them rich, and we're gonna get one from every major city, because that way we can make sure that they give birth to a whole bunch of mini-me's that's looking up to them.
A lot of times people be blinded by what they see in these videos and on TV, but I just know, I know what I know, man. You know what I mean?
You've heard the whispers in barbershops, seen the unexplained career explosions, watched artists suddenly change overnight. But what if someone who actually lived through it finally broke the silence? Lil Flip, the Houston legend who made millions independently before major labels, just revealed something shocking. Majority of these rappers have sold their souls, and what they wanted him to do will blow your mind. They literally tried to send people to his house for spiritual cleansing. But that's nothing compared to what other artists are revealing about industry gatekeepers and the real price of mainstream success. Something sinister is happening in the music industry, and most fans have no idea. While you've been distracted by flashy music videos and celebrity drama, a Houston legend just exposed the most shocking truth about modern rap.
Be going on behind the scenes. I know who not really in control. You know what I mean? I know the real. A lot of times people be blinded by what they see in these videos and on TV, but I just know, I know what I know, man. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people that ain't being righteous, and they ain't keeping it infinity. Cause
guys, like I said, I don't know if you noticed. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. You don't notice that a rapper, and a lot of you guys are really young, actors, certain actors, like I said, Columbus Short, he's one of them. You got Idris Elba. You don't see Idris Elba on shit, man. The people who didn't sell their soul, man, they have a different type of career. They got to keep that dirt on you. Like Cat Williams said, man, he was actually offered $60 million, man, for his back hole. Hey, man, if you notice, if you notice, just to give you a little caveat before I get back in the video, if you notice, Ludacris just started growing sideburns again. Well, guess what? It was part of him selling his soul that he could not wear sideburns for a certain amount of years. And you notice he just started wearing them. And it's funny that Cat Williams talked about all this stuff, almost like he could tell the future, huh?
Keeping it 100 ain't enough. That's a limit. You go, for me, you got to keep it infinity. So it's just a lot of people, man, that's just, you know, selling their soul and selling themselves short and distracted with the wrong things. So, you know, it is what it is, man. This industry is a very evil industry. You know what I mean? Like it's very evil, man. So you got to really surround yourself with people that think like you or bigger than you. So it's a nice amount of, I ain't gonna say nice. It's a lot of rappers that sold their soul and, you know, they let money dictate everything they do. They value money more than they value humans. I ain't participating in no bullshit. If it ain't righteous, I don't want to be a part of it, man. I'm not gonna snake my people.
And man, and like I said, Lil Flip, Sauce Walker, man, hey man, you that dude. Sauce Walker, man, you are the dude in Houston. But man, for those of y'all that know Flip, man, Lil Flip was the last, if I'm not mistaken, man, shout out H-Town, man. I don't want to mess anything up because I am up on my history, but I believe that Lil Flip was the youngest member of the Screwed Up Clique. And to be a member of the Screwed Up Clique, man, you have to have talent. Man, if y'all really want to hear some real fly music, go cop the Leprechaun. Hey, man, Lil Flip's one of his earlier mixtapes, The Leprechaun. Man, you can put that joint in and play it all day long. You dig? But, man, you notice a lot of people like him fell off. Slim Thug, that's because they wasn't selling their soul. When you got people like Sauce Walker, man, look like he about to blow any day because we already know what they'll do with all their OnlyFans and all that stuff. They don't mind sitting here showing their body and stuff. The people who are comfortable with being all out in the open, hey, man, they easy prey, but the ones that stand firm, 10 toes down on their manhood, you never see them again.
Yeah, I ain't gonna snake my people, and yeah, I can't sell my people out, and I ain't gonna sell myself out. Fame ain't that important, man, for me to just do anything. It's cool. I'm used to the attention.
Lil Flip, the man who sold over 25 million albums without major label control, just revealed something that'll make your blood run cold. According to this Houston icon, the vast majority of rappers you see on TV have made an unthinkable trade. They've sold something far more valuable than publishing rights or creative control, something that can't be bought back once it's gone. And the price they paid involved betraying everything they once stood for. But here's what really chills you to the bone. Flip knows these artists personally. He's witnessed the transformation firsthand. Watched talented individuals become hollow shells of their former selves. The industry isn't just exploitative or corrupt, it's actively evil. And the artists caught in its web aren't victims anymore. They've become willing participants in something much darker. These aren't struggling artists making tough business decisions. These are people who've chosen money over humanity, fame over family, success over soul. While Flip refused to participate in anything unrighteous, countless others said yes to offers that would make your skin crawl. But who exactly is making these offers? And how do they choose their targets? The preds behind the system aren't random. They operate with military precision, studying potential victims like scientists examining lab rats.
Once you influence you, then you're an asset to them, right? So once you understand your value position, right? Like you could be an independent guy, putting work in and get to a point where you're good enough for them to purchase your soul. Facts.
See, guys, man, see, they're not going to buy something that's not worth anything. Guys, look at all the up and like it's hard for me to tell with the ladies. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's hard for me to tell with the ladies, but look at your young up and coming rapper. Look at them when they first started. Take NBA Youngboy, for example. Look how like innocent he was. Man, he seemed a little bit autistic, to be quite honest with you. And then all of a sudden these dudes be so meek and mild. Then all of a sudden they just flip. Now all of a sudden they smoking cigarettes, they violent, they getting all the tattoos, they talk about blickies they doing because they're fighting with their manhood, people. They're fighting with their manhood because these people didn't got them when they was early on and they was kind of broke, put some money in their pocket, compromise their manhood and sexuality, and now they blow up. But the people like Lil Flip that wasn't going, hey man, you just got to know who Lil Flip is, because some of y'all ain't never heard of him.
Right? And when you see, there's no artist, let me be clear, there's no artist in this industry that's doing major numbers with these platforms that haven't sold their soul. And when you know what you're looking at and you know how to decipher, you will see it. And the people like the brother right here who has this merch and is doing it out the trunk and direct to consumer, you will never get to that $20 million club without going through certain doors.
So now I gotta ask this question.
So now you see the doors? Hold up, wait a minute. Now I'm gonna tell y'all about them 3 doors. So Noriega said, I told y'all to stay, man. I'm gonna break them doors. So it's 3 doors, people, and everybody will tell you. When you go to these mansion parties, they said it's 3 doors. They said it's 3 doors. Everybody says this. They said, if you go to the left door, they said there's security at each door. This is what I'm told. I ain't never been. This is what they say. This is what Noriega said when asked what did he enjoy when he sold his soul by Kodak Black. He said it's 3 doors. He said over here in this door, you might have some man on man up in there. That's it. They gonna ask you, here, you wanna go in that door? Now, you can't go in the door unless you cool what's going on. But see, that door may be the difference between you blowing up and becoming a multi-billionaire superstar. Because remember, the things that you see in there, the people that you see, they all got a secret. Or you got the other door to your right. It may have something else freaky up in there, right? They're gonna ask you if you cool with that, if you want to go in that door. Now, then there's the middle door. See, in the middle door, Noriega said, when you go down the middle door, that means you're on your own. When you go down the middle door, they said, when you're going straight, you're walking a straight line. You're trying to stand up on your 10 toes and do what's right. You're on your own. And Noriega said he chose the middle door. And he said, go check it out. Don't believe me. Go check out the content. Noriega said he never went platinum again after he chose to go inside the middle door. So what I'm telling you is people like Diddy, man, gatekeepers. You did, hey, if you don't go left or right to compromise your manhood, like they said, we want to keep our crown on straight. We don't want to get tilted to the left or the right. Hey, man, but hey, if you don't go do the freaky stuff to the left or the right, if you choose to be straight, you'll never blow up, because everybody else is doing the other stuff to the left and the right and they blowing up. The question is, which door would you choose? Because I'm going straight.
E40 didn't do it. Hold on. Now I gotta ask this question. Do you guys believe that the rappers that are at the top sold their soul?
Yes.
Nope. Sometimes.
Yes.
They only approach artists after identifying raw talent and desperate circumstances. They watch struggling musicians for months, cataloging weaknesses, financial pressures, personal vulnerabilities.
Yes. Industry plans exist. Yes. The music industry will conspire to say what this artist represents is something that we need more of in America. So if it's extreme ignorance, if it's watered down blackness, if it's whiteness that represents being able to be cool and be accepted by black people, whatever it is, we want more of that. So we will do everything in our power to make this person pop off and be a star, to push this agenda. Or we have a vested interest financially in seeing this artist make it. Because not only do we have this artist signed to us, but we manage this artist, and we know that this artist is going to create a whole generation of people just like them. Yeah, they definitely got industry plans. Yes, all of these black artists who ain't even old enough to understand the contract that they about to sign, and who are being signed just because they had one thing that went viral, that they glorifying a bunch of murder and a bunch of just negativity, and all of a sudden they about to get paid millions of dollars. Those are industry plants. The industry knows the impact that those artists will have on the rest of their community.
Now check this, man. We talk about industry plant. Y'all tell me, you tell me this. How did Kevin Hart just come out of the blue, right? Ain't never played no supporting role in nothing, and come out and be a star on a major film? Soul Plane. Industry plant, y'all. Hey man, I never heard, nobody ever heard of Kevin Hart before Soul Plane. A lot of y'all too young to remember, but go check it out, do your history.
They know it. And they're just like, oh man, we need that person to make it for sure. But if you are representing something positive or something righteous or something intellectual or godly, you absolutely have to do way more work to make the industry say, all right, we're going to let them in. It's like, all right, we're going to let a J. Cole in. We're going to let a Kendrick Lamar in. But we got enough. We got enough of them. You know what I'm saying? We got enough of them. You realize that J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar are two of the richest rappers walking planet Earth today? Two of the most successful rappers? Why would the industry not want more J. Cole's and more Kendrick Lamar's?
Yeah, they don't even floss or anything, bro. You don't see them with jewelry, none of that.
Bro, J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar scare the industry because if they let more of them in, you're going to have a whole generation of people coming up who are black, who are saying, I ain't even got to flaunt no jewelry, you heard me? I ain't even got to flaunt fancy cars, and I can be intellectual, I can be woke, I can be a man of God.
Or rap about it.
Or rap about that stuff. And if you got a whole generation of black people that's coming up, that's like, man, there wasn't one J. Cole and one Kendrick Lamar. There were a ton of them, and they were all huge. Now, keep in mind, a ton of people exist who are doing the same type of work that Cole and Kendrick are doing, and they're doing that work in their own way. I'm one of the people, you know, and there's a bunch of people that are doing that. But for the mainstream music industry, man, they don't want a bunch of that tape.
And let me tell you why, guys, before I get up out of here, let me explain to you why they don't want no Kendrick Lamar's, why it's important to sell your soul, why it's important for them to have you do this kind of stuff that Diddy got them on. Here's why. Here's why. Man, do you realize that one of the biggest industries is private prisons? Owning stock in private prisons is one of the biggest industries, which your boy Jay-Z is a part of. He owns a whole lot of stock in private prisons. So does Oprah. So do your math here, people. Just watch. You're a gatekeeper of music. You don't want people like Kendrick Lamar. You don't want people like J. Cole. You don't want people that's awake. You want everybody that's rapping about, you know, taking people's lives, going to prison. So as a man thinking, so he is. That's why you have all these kids out here going to prison right now, these youngsters, these YNs, because they playing GTA, Black Ops, and they really playing this stuff in real life because that's the music that they listen to. Music make you want to move. Music make you want to groove. When I'm lifted and I'm trying to get them, man, I'm sitting up on these 21s right here, man. I'm listening to some Tupac. I'm trying to get hype. Man, if I'm trying to, man, lay down and be intimate, man, I'm gonna be listening to some Tank. You dig what I'm saying? Different music make you do different things. Man, y'all tell me in the comments, hey man, who y'all like to do that sexy little love thing? Who y'all like to listen to? Who's your favorite person that you like to listen to when you doing that thing, man? When you giving a lady that flashlight, or ladies, when you getting that flashlight, you dig? But hey, man, I just wanted to, man, kind of show y'all what little Flip's perspective, what's going on in this industry, how Lil Flip was feeling, of why he ain't really make it and why y'all ain't heard of him, but he still is one of the richest rappers because independent, hey man, they still getting a whole lot of money. Ain't no middleman. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, y'all. I will be covering the Tupac trial starting Monday, people. And hey man, like, subscribe to the channel, hit that share button, hit the notification bell. Make sure you comment and just comment, hey man, why you think Lil Flip didn't make it? Do you think he refused to sell his soul? And tell me, why do you think these young people are choosing to sell their soul over just being a grown-ass man? And you know the rest, people. Be blessed. Don't ever get stressed. Make sure to never, ever get finessed and get plenty of rest, man. And check out this video.